Hey everyone, Token Dave over here. Dorky Token Black Guy who's just trying to get by. Welcome to another ADD ADHD rant. Here, I talk about multiple things that have occurred within entertainment and fandom related news. And we got some bad news earlier today because apparently Vernon Toryer has left us. And man, I don't think the guy was actually 50 years old yet, But for those that don't know, Vernon Toryer was most famously known as playing Mini-Me in like the Austin Powers sequel movies, and he also had an awesome role in The Surreal Life. I keep forgetting which one it was, but it was the one with China and all. So, man, it really sucks that we lost Vernon Toryer. Vernon Toryer wasn't the only person we lost this week. We also lost, R. Lee. Now wow, R. Lee. Whew. People remember him from Full Metal Jacket, honestly so. But people tend to forget that he was also in, the 1994 version of Invaders of the Body Snatchers. He was also basically, in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remakes, which, despite me not being a huge fan of, his performance in that was actually awesome. And to top it off, he was the mayor in Mississippi Burning, and R. Lee of course, he had his own show on A&E called Mail Call. R. Lee was just an American staple, a great character actor, always charismatic, and of course, a vet, a military vet, and he brought that realism in Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, Godspeed R. Lee and Godspeed Vernon Toryer. Some sad news. The sad news doesn't stop right there, because it's not only sad, it's shocking and disappointing that Allison Macks has been arrested for taking part in, a sex trafficking cult. And for those of you that don't know, Allison Macks played Chloe Sullivan in Smallville, and basically Clark Kent's best friend, longest friend actually on the whole show, and a great staple, a great character. It's been reported that she was part of a cult called Transium. I probably pronounced that wrong. I'll have to reread and relook at the news again. But she was actually, her boyfriend was basically the head of that cult, and she was trying to recruit other females to join the cult and, force them into, to have sex with her boyfriend that was running the whole thing. And it's very disappointing since, I'll be honest, I had a crush on her, and I'm not one for blondes, but having, an actress that is, not, unrealistically hot, that has, a girl next door quality, which is something that I'm actually into, she was pretty awesome. So it's really disappointing, and what a waste, man. Talk about disappointments. We just found out that Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3 should be the last season on Starz, Now, I'll admit I have not watched Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3, and most of that is because of Starz. You see, Starz was having an issue with, my cable company, and so while I was seeing online that basically Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3 started, I thought that I couldn't get Starz anymore. And then I didn't find out till maybe 4 weeks in that, yes, I actually do have Starz. So I'm like, oh, okay, but I was already 4 weeks behind, so I just figured I'll catch up. And it's pretty easy to catch up with Ash vs. Evil Dead because not only are the episodes not very long, they're only 30 minutes, but the seasons, themselves are also not long. They range anywhere from 10 episodes to 13, and we have 30 minutes per episode. Pretty quick watch. So that's a real disappointment. I've heard people stating that they hope Netflix picks up Ash vs. Evil Dead, which I'm of the mind that if that does happen, cool beans. However, I heard Season 3 is pretty cool. So if they end the series at the end of Season 3, at least it went out on a high note. Speaking about things ending, just got word that basically X-Men Dark Phoenix is the very last X-Men movie that Fox will produce, and distribute. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is good news for me personally because I am not a fan of these X-Men movies. In fact, the ones that I do like, are X2, First Class. I do like Apocalypse, but I don't hold it in high esteem, but it's enjoyable. Logan and the Wolverine, and Deadpool. Well, we'll just say 5. Like I said, I don't hold Apocalypse in high esteem, but it's enjoyable enough. So yeah, that's not good because they've had these for X amount of years, and that's like over. That's a lot of. That's not that many movies compared. That's not a good ratio, because I could not stand the rest of those movies. Oh God, ugh. So thankfully, it's all signs are pointing to the Disney deal of them buying out Fox happening, and that will be a great thing for the MCU. Speaking about the Fox Disney deal, and ending things off on a high note, it looks as if the Fantastic Four are coming back in comics. Now, for those that don't know, the Fantastic Four has not been seen in comics since 2015. 2015. And that's from the 4th Secret Wars, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. I do remember reading 2 Secret Wars. I heard a 3rd one happened, but this Secret Wars is where basically, the Marvel Ultimate Universe and the universe I know, the 616 universe, ended. With how many things got reboots and everything. Yeah. But anywho, so the Fantastic Four, all of them have not appeared together. I've heard that you've seen Johnny Storm and the Thing in multiple comics, but not the True Four. And that's a huge disappointment because Fantastic Four is the flagship of Marvel as we know it now today. I'm not talking about when they were Timely Comics. I'm talking about when they became Marvel because that was their first superhero team. That was the first superhero family. And a lot of things in the Marvel Universe got introduced through the Fantastic Four. So it's great that they're coming back home right where they belong. So that's everything for this ADD, ADHD rant. You guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, or anything you want to share, drop them below. Give me a like. Follow me on Facebook at Token Dave and on Twitter at Token Dave 80. Subscribe and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, Token Black Guy who's just trying to get by. I'll catch all of you